Hello, this is Nancy and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be making a sunglass key holder. I'm using a sign from Dollar Tree and some tumbling tower blocks. We're going to divide this sign into three, or depending on the board that you use, so you can make a longer sign or a wider sign depending on what you want. I'm here trying to test it out to see what's gonna work and not work. So then we're going to flip. There we go. Here's where we dividing the board into three. And I'm just drawing a pencil line across. So that's where my holders are going to be with the tumbling tower blocks. This is the final design that I ended up with. We're going to use 4 blocks laying flat side by side. So 2 rows of 2. And then we're going to have 2 blocks standing up, and then we're going to do another 4 blocks, and we're going to turn that on its side. So this is how it works out. This is where I put those 2 that are standing up on its end, so that you get like an L shape. And then again, you do the 4 blocks here, and you turn this one on its end as well to make that into sort of a U shape, but one side is shorter than the other, if that explains it. So you're gonna make 3 of these. So I'm here erasing the edge because the pencil marks went longer than the boards. I mean than the block holders. So I'm just cleaning that up a little bit, and we're gonna be putting the short end, the 2 pieces that are shorter. We're gonna glue that to the board itself. And that's where I lost the footage. I'm doing this months later after I made it, so it's gonna be hit or miss sometimes. So now I'm gonna add some cup hooks at the bottom, and they're not going in very well. So I'm going to get my awl and hammer some holes in there for the cup hooks to be able to start. And I'm using my Temu clamps here. I have a affiliate link down below, and they're very good clamps for projects like this. I'm using those grooves on the board itself to locate where I want the cup hooks to go. So I just hammer with my awl to start the hole, and then screw in the cup hook. And I have 2 here, but you could add 3 if you wanted to. Or like I said, if you have a bigger board or a smaller board, or you don't have to have cup hooks. I'm using it for my husband to use to hang his lanyard and his keys when he comes in and out, and on his sunglasses as well. And can you guess what color I'm going to be painting these? Of course, the Waverly Antique Wax. You can paint it to whatever decor you want to match. But I like the Antique Waverly Wax, or Waverly Wax Antique. You know what I mean. And I'm here just wiping some of it off because the outside edge came out a little darker. So I'm adding some water to a paper towel and just wiping it off a little bit. And I'm trying to be a little, I guess, proactive when it comes to cleaning. So I'm cleaning as I go. So that way, at the end of the project, all I gotta do is put the supplies away, and it's all clean. Let's see how long that takes or lasts. I'm using a sawtooth hanger, and I'm using the awl to make start the holes. And this type is the kind that you hammer in. I have the that in my Amazon store down below. And I gotta do a little extra paint there, so we're gonna wipe that off later. But here you go. I lost the pictures that I took of the finished project, but this is how it's gonna go, and then the glasses go up there, and the keys at the bottom. Now on to project number two, a mini hexagon shelf using again the tumbling tower blocks. And here I'm using my 2-inch bench top cut off saw. I have something similar in my Amazon store below. I couldn't find one exactly like this one, but it's similar. And we're going to be using the like I said, the tumbling tower blocks, and we're cutting them at a 30-degree angle on either end. So you're going to go to the widest part of the block and go 30 degrees in, and you're going to cut those 12 times. So you're going to have, wait a minute, that's wrong, that's not 12 times. It's, yeah, 6 sides 12 times. Yes, my math was right. Imagine that. And now we're sanding them down, and we're gonna match them as good as possible, because you know these blocks are not all even. And we're going to match them up and glue them up together. But I guess pair them up and glue them together. If you're liking this content, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, comment below what would you put on these little hexagon shelves. So once these pieces are dry, we're going to glue them together and make the hexagon. I think these would be cute if you do several of them and put them on a wall, and they just hold a bunch of little knickknacks. And I'm using my mat here to make sure that the top and the bottom are parallel to each other. And now we're going to sand it down. And I sanded the top and the bottoms, and then on the edges I rounded them out a little bit. You don't have to do this. This is just my preference, but I thought it gave it a nice look. And here I'm marking the center of the top that I'm going to be using to add the hanger at the end. And here we're going to, let's clean up a little bit again. So again, antique Waverly wax. I know it's so pretty, right? Okay, let's finish painting that, and now we're going to add the hanger to the back. Or do we? Now we're going to show you what I'm going to be using mine for. All my little knickknacks. Here I have my little minion, or my little thimble here I have. Or whatever you want to put in there. Again, using my awl, I'm going to start the holes for the sawtooth hanger. And hammer that in, and we're done. And until next time, be brave, be strong, and create with some more tumbling tower blocks. So many ideas.